Very nice halt, very still, and as far as I can see also the horse stood square, so it will get a high mark for this first halt. Then unfortunately, immediately a big mistake in the passage.
Peter, Sue Spencer has asked us, could you please explain how the music is marked? Do the judges deduct marks if the music is badly edited?
Well, what we are looking for is, on one side, we want that the music matches the pace. That means the beat of the music must somehow correspond with the beat of the movement. Then the second thing is, of course, it must somehow fit the rider, the horse. We must have the impression, if it's a very light horse, for example, and a very small horse, we wouldn't have heavy music and so on. So then we want that it somehow tells a little bit of story, that different pieces of music for the different paces and movements fit somehow together and tell the audience a story, which is also very important. And of course, if this is not the case, we deduct from the music mark. So the beginning, I would say, for the horse we are seeing now was not too successful. Some big mistakes already in the beginning. The half pass to the left started with the quarters of the horse leading, which is a mistake where we deduct some points, of course. This is quite a very popular combination as well, to do a half pass and trot followed then by a half pass and passage, as we saw this now. Extended trot. We would like the horse to do longer steps, not quite as hasty as these steps. So if I would give it a mark, I would give it probably a 6. Here we see the same now, which we saw on the other side. First the half pass and trot to the right, and then she changes into the passage and does a half pass and passage to the left, which is quite a nice idea. The walk is very regular, nicely on the bit, and one can really see the collection. And now when the music changes, she goes into the piaffe. The piaffe, of course, needs a little bit more activity. And then from this piaffe, she immediately proceeds an extended walk, which again has quite a good rhythm and also is quite relaxed. Canter starts with the canter pirouette to the left. That was quite well done on a tiny little circle and really in a good bend to the left, and also quite well controlled. The half pass to the left was okay. To the right we see some resistance in the mouth and the horse not really in the steady contact. And now extended canter. And once again this movement, extended canter, followed by the pirouette. And this is a high degree of difficulty, a double pirouette, which the judges of course keep in mind that you did it, because it's more difficult of course than a single pirouette. And here also interesting combination. First the one-time changes from stride to stride, immediately followed by the changes every second stride, and then again back to the one-time changes, which is not easy. And after this she does the pirouette to the right. So let's say for the degree of difficulty you have to keep this in mind. It's a combination of different movements which follow very quickly one after the other, which makes it of course more difficult than if they are executed without any connection. And she does the same as she did before, the extended canter, followed probably again by the double pirouette to the left now. So this was not double, but it was 1 3/4. And from this she goes into the passage, and now she rides the passage with one hand, which is of course also not quite easy.